Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today we'll be reviewing an HHJ phone mount for your car. It's pretty neat, and I'm actually in the Honda Odyssey as we speak, a 2019 Honda Odyssey to be exact. This is the packaging, nice, slender, purple and white. This HHJ comes with the mount itself, the metal plates that can go either attached to the back of your phone, you can just set it in between your phone and your case, or you can attach it directly to the back of the case as well. I'll show you some things that I've done that works. So I've been using this now for a few days, and I really like it. I think it's going to replace my other phone mounts because I just like the versatility in it, and we'll talk about the versatility and all that good stuff. But what you get in the box, the mount, a couple plates, you get a couple clear pieces of like removable sticky tape. Now that is, from my understanding, you put the magnet, when you remove the 3M tape from the back of the metal plate, you will adhere it to that clear piece of film that is on the back of your phone. So put the clear film on the back of the phone, then put the 3M sticky tape to metal plate to that way it's easier to remove and you don't cause any kind of harm to your phone and stuff. So that's my understanding, that's what that is when you see that in the box. But you get two different size metal plates, which is a square and a circle, based on weight of your phone. So if you have a smaller phone, the circle will work, and if you have a bigger one, then the square will work. You get the phone mount itself, which is really cool. We'll get into that. And you get a little card that shows you how to mount everything up. So once you see this card that you're probably looking at right now, you kind of get the idea. So I already have it mounted, and basically you just got a disc that you'll stick to the dash, and you get a wet cloth and a dry cloth to clean the surface that you stick this to, because it's pretty dusty up here right now. Then you'll stick the plate to that, which bends, and this isn't perfectly flat and it still works. And then you'll take the suction to this and just suction it to that round piece. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this guy. This is pretty cool. Like, you can unclamp it like I just did here, and then you can swivel it left or right 360 degrees. So if you need to reposition it so your vent can blow air on you, you can do that and move it over to the side, or move it in to whatever position you want, and it stays there forever. Lock it down. This thing is stout. Then you can raise the arm up or down, and then you can move this to where your phone will just mount to like that. Perfect, right? Of course it is. But this will move all the way. There's a little cutout here, and this little ball, this will move all the way flush up against this rail, so you can like sit it all the way down and hang it over something, and then you've got a solid, nice little plate to stick it to if you need to. But I really like it. I like now it doesn't interfere with your wireless charging, your Qi charging, so you will need to put this in a section of your phone to where your wireless charging is located. So move it opposite of that. I had to do that with my wife's phone. Let's get into this, shall we? Her case is a Crave case. They have the same one available online now. She has a Google Pixel 5, and the Pixel 5 is in the middle. Her Qi charging is located, wireless charging is located right in the middle, so I had to offset that because it wouldn't work. I tested it before I made it permanent. But this is a two-piece case. You can see here it just peels right off the outer case, the outer shell does. If you're going to get one just for this, what I'm going to show you, get the one that doesn't have these little ribs in it, because these ribs poke through this outer shell, and I actually had to trim off these lines and stick them back on so it just didn't look like a black circle in the middle of these lines, you know what I'm talking about? But what I did was I cut out the inner piece there and stuck this metal plate. I keep wanting to call it a magnet for whatever reason, but this metal plate, I stuck it to the outer shell through what I'd cut out. So now this is flush completely here, and then there's no bump in the back. Because if I just stuck it in there, it was kind of like a hump. That's what I did with my phone. It's a slight hump. Doesn't bother me, but this two-part shell, it was just causing the plate to slide up into the case, and it would cover her wireless charging. She uses wireless charging, so I had to make it down here where it wouldn't, the metal plate wouldn't slide up into the place of that. But hers just snaps right on, no problem. Raise this up a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Bam. That's her phone. So hers does really well right there in the lower third of her phone. So that's how you can do that. Mine is just slid right into the back in between, and it does a really great job. Now, one of the reasons why I like this one so much is because I still have my vent access. Like, I can still move it down, up, close it, open it, and all that kind of stuff. And before, I had one that just clips, which I've used forever and actually reviewed it. A lot of people hate it and some people like it. It's just small, slim, it doesn't take up much space. When you set your phone right in, these lower down and it springs right back up. I used it forever, but it was a vent clip. And over time with the vent clips, you see that happening right there? It just through the heat and stuff in the car, it just opens up. Another cool thing I like about this mount, say something weird is going on. And in this van, I don't have currently a DVR camera in here. I have it on my other vehicle. You can take your phone if you wanted to and raise this up and then boom, like this, and hit record and film something that might be going on. And it, like I'll show you here. You just raise this up, tilt this down, so you're driving like, oh my God, is that person gonna do that? I can't believe they're doing that. And then you can just like record it, boom, as you're driving like this. So it kind of, or you can use it in landscape or portrait mode or wherever you want, but that's a little extra added protection in there that I kind of liked about this. And if you're wondering about HHJ, what is that? Aukey owns HHJ. They just had to rebrand it for Amazon purposes for whatever reason. But if you go to Aukey's site, Aukey has a branded, their branded one, and in this one, and basically you can search the model number, which is HD-C49. Because all the film and all the stickiness and everything associated with mounting this is 3M product, you get a ridiculous hold. So it's not just run-of-the-mill, tear off a blank paper bag to it. It's 3M branded throughout, and the hold is good. This is good. You can't tighten this that I can see, but this has not moved, and I don't think it will. It holds phones 4 inches to 7 inches, and it holds big bulky cases as well. And I've got the new Flip 3 coming in, and so that's one of the reasons why I didn't permanently mount this metal plate right now, and I just have it sitting in between my phone and case, is because I think I'm going to use the square one and mount to the top of the Flip, because the Qi charging's on the bottom section of the Flip 3. But we're going to look at that and see how that goes. I'll leave a comment down in the YouTube description if the Flip 3 will work with this, which I have no doubt it should. Down in the YouTube description, please check out that, because if anything ever happens to any of the products I review, I'll always go back and do a full write-up of something that is bad happened, or if it's still hanging around good, just ask me and I'll comment. But usually the negatives will pop up down there if I have something to say about the longevity of a product. But the Flip 3 compatibility will be noted by me down there. But this, overall, I really like it. I think if you're looking for a phone holder for your automobile that doesn't get in the way, and that you can, even if you don't use these things, like my wife sometimes, she said, well, I don't use them. She can just move it down, and it absolutely no line of sight issues, period. And even when it's in the position I use it in, still nothing. The phone's right here. I have a radar detector sits right behind this, so it's totally in my wheelhouse for what I am used to for line of sight. So I personally have no issues with this thing. It's great. You should definitely check out, link in the YouTube description below, and make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that bell so you get notified on the next product review that I have coming. Got a few more coming out the pipe this week, so make sure to check them out. See ya.